My name is Caitlin Schlegel, and I am the Health and Nutrition Specialist here at Growing Futures. My daily job is making sure that everybody's up to date with immunizations, that they are being seen by a medical and dental provider on a routine basis, and also making sure that these children are being seen for hemo and lead testing, screenings such as hearing and vision. I am also the person that goes on the home visits. It's one of my favorite things to do because I get to see the newborns, usually in the 2-week span, so I mean they're brand new coming out, and just checking on mom and baby. One of the other things is nutrition-wise. I'm also the lead, I would say, on the nutrition. I deal with CACFP, or the Child and Adult Food Program. I am the person that coordinates that and makes sure that our children are receiving healthy and nutritious lunches. Nutrition is one of the things that's usually lacking with children that are in poverty or that are in area that there's food insecurity, and that's what we see in a lot of our children here. Making sure that they are, getting the nutrition that they need for a basis. A lot of the times whenever we see early childhood, the children that are not eating the correct foods as healthy wise, then we see a lot of issues with behaviors or malnutrition, and that's something that shouldn't be happening in a developed country such as ours. We do a lot of fresh fruit. We try to do fresh fruit whenever we can. We do a lot of like hummus and peppers, and I know that some of our children it's the first time they're seeing a lot of these vegetables that are green or brightly colored, and we always make sure that we use a variety of foods, because a lot of times our children, they've never seen these things before, or culturally they may not be exposed to some of the things that we give them here. And a lot of them, it's so surprising because their families cannot believe that they will eat some of the stuff that they do here. They're like, I can't believe they tried hummus, or they like hummus is one of the big ones, because most kids have never even entertained the idea of eating that. But some kids eat it by the spoonfuls. So the impact of a child that hasn't eaten for a day or several days in the classroom, you could see a lot of behaviors. You will see a lot of children that, number one, they don't look like they feel very well. They also may not be feeling well, and that can come out in them being ill. There's a lot of different things, and it's very significant whenever you notice those children that are that way, because they have a little bit of fear, because food is a big impact of their daily lives, and whether they're going to get it and whether they're not going to get it is something that their minds are on constantly. And we just try to make sure that that is something that they don't have to worry about while they're here. It's a safe place. We assess vision. Vision is a big thing because a lot of the children, if they can't see well, of course they can't learn very well. Their depth perception may be off, they may have balance or coordination issues. So usually whenever we do a vision screen, that can help us indicate whether or not they have those issues. We get vision screening done through an awesome program called KidSight. They are absolutely wonderful. They come out the beginning part of our school year and get all of those kids their vision done that are above the age of 6 months. Try to make sure that we are making partnerships that are going to help build and grow our families and empower them to have, on my end, a healthier future. My background is public health, but it's a subset into community health. So it's really focusing on the nature of the community and what's best for them. Public health is a very broad topic whenever we think of it, but community health just really focuses on the community as a whole. But one of the greatest things is I've got to work in a health department, and health department and an entity like ours go hand in hand. They work very, very well together. It's just been seen throughout history with that. One of the biggest things is my passions are food insecurity and immunizations. They're things that I have worked on extremely hard through my courses, and just working to make sure that everybody's staying up to date and they're healthy. Usually that's a critical bonding time for both mom and baby. She's coming off of pregnancy, and sometimes that's whenever she's the most vulnerable and she needs to talk to somebody. I'm there as a guide health-wise if she has any questions. We just return her back to her medical provider for baby or for herself if she's having any issues. But I'm also there as a safety net for lactation support. I do have some classes and courses under my belt for that, and an understanding. I'm a mom myself, so I know, the road that she's on at that point. And I think it's just nice to have somebody that's there that understands what you're going through and is just a good talking point person to listen, because some of those moms, that's the only interaction they're going to have all week with an adult. And whenever you're a new mom, you need that. And sometimes some moms are more guarded with me because I am somewhat of a new person, and some moms are completely, vulnerable, and they will tell me everything they're having issues with, or what can they work on, and we go from there. And the family educator and I work together to create resources for them to make sure that they're following the next steps of getting the help that they need, or whatever really they need. It's important because a lot of times some of our families that are in the underprivileged area, they will bounce from medical providers or dental providers, and they will not stay with one. They won't have a home medical provider. It's a bigger issue because whenever you see the longevity of the children and health, if they are with a routine medical provider, parents are usually more willing to ask questions and be a focus on their children's health. And that's one of the biggest things, that making sure that they have that is incredible, because then you see the dynamic of both the parent and the medical provider or dental provider working together to create a foundation for the children to go forth with. So we partner with Health Partnership Clinic. They are absolutely wonderful because they provide medical and dental services for our children, and some of our families that need that extra help, we send them off and they will get that help through there. It's wonderful because our children can be seen here at this center, and the parents don't have to worry that they're going to have to take off work for the children to be seen. And that's a big deal whenever we talk about any parent having to worry about those visits, because they are on a schedule and it's a lot, especially if multiple children. So I think whenever we talk about development with children and growth, health is a large impact of that. If we don't follow certain guidelines such as tummy time and making sure that those children are getting the development that they need. Also, whenever we're talking about nutrition, if they're not getting the needs that being met with whenever it comes to meal modifications or special diets for the children, it can become a hazard, because sometimes children are given things that their bodies just don't take very well, and we need to make those extra precautions so that they're getting the nutrients that they need. And I think just growth and development overall, whenever it comes to health, it's such a major impact that whenever we look at it, it's the foundation. It's what, if a child's not feeling very well, or if a child is, not getting the nutrients that they need, that's going to have impact on the classroom. I think that our families are having a head start in life through health by providing that foundation for school readiness. Health is such a big impact, and if we can help them grow into healthy individuals, it's going to lead them down a road of success in the future.